Hi, this is Eric with Blue Mountain Precision. I'm going to go over a little review kind of over the situation that you could find with your press at home. No brand specific here. I'm running on a progressive press here from Dillon. This is our RL 550. I picked this particular press because of the concentricity of what I require in my custom ammunition. We do manufacture ammunition for our custom rifles for all of our customers, and quality is number one with all of our ammunition. So anyways, what I'm going to go over is press stretch. All your different presses out there, single feed style presses, progressive presses, they all stretch, and you really need to know how to handle this. And with the 550 here, it's going to be really evident on how to show you how this stress of resizing stretches the press and will seat your bullets at different heights. So when you're chasing this and you're wondering what's going on with this, you'll understand what's going on. Once you have your resizer die set here, which is in our number one position, this is a Redding resizer die, full length resizer with a bushing in it for the neck, set at 2 thousandths neck tension is where that load likes it. But anyways, that's a great die for what we're doing. This is for my PRS gun, my tactical competition gun in the 6.5 Creedmoor. And anyways, we're going to show you press stretch here. So anyways, let's measure brass I got in there first to start out with. Make sure it's zeroed, and as you can see, I'm zeroed down there right now. And being that I'm zeroed on the dial there, I know that's my head spacing for my fired case. I want to bump that back to about 3. So case is lubed, it's ready to go here. Bullets in there, ready to seat. Now this is going to seat everything right the way I have it set right now on the overall length. Dump powder charge in here for our next round around there. And the powder die. Alright, bullet seated, powder's in there. Seat a primer in there like so. And now let's check this again, just to show you right at 3 to 3 1/4 is where I'm at right now. And that's where I want to be, because in these matches there's dirt. You get dirty rounds. And you only have so many minutes or seconds on a stage to make your shots. So time's a factor here. What I'm striving for here with the Dillon 550, and it's done it time and time again here now for me, is 1/4 minute ammunition for my rifle. So anyways, now what we're going to do is we're going to illustrate how we're going to put this back in here, but we're not going to load the next station. We're going to check this, and anyways, we're going to check our overall length here. Let's do that. 2.251. I'm at 2.251, and that's the length that I need for that rifle. Alright, now what we're going to do to show you press stretch is I'm going to put this back in there. All those loads are the same. Is I'm going to leave this station empty. A lot of guys would want to try to do that because they're trying to set up their die over here in station number 3 for seating their bullet. But what you're going to find out is this thing's going to change about 4 thousandths on seating depth, because there is no stress. There's no stretch of that press from resizing. So you're going to notice that the overall length is going to change on your round. So we've got one in there. Let's go ahead and load that one in there. I'll stick another powder charge in that one that I just re-head spaced and resized. And go down. Take that one off of there, off the carriage there. And whoa, even more. So 2.244. I was, if you recall, so that is 6 thousandths, 7 thousandths different seat depth. And if you have your load set where you're right on the edge of the overall length to the lands where that thing likes that particular load, no matter where you're set on distance, I don't care where. And if you're in that sweet spot, But if you come out, you know, 5 thousandths off that sweet spot, all of a sudden your gun goes from quarter-minute gun to a third-minute gun, well, there's your accuracy issue. You're going to wonder why. Why did this happen? Why is my rifle shooting like this? I just did such a good job, you know. But you're going to have a few rounds until you load this thing and get everything set up. So what I suggest is what I've done here. I did 10 rounds setting up the press. I have X's on all these ammunition. You know, progressive press, you're going to be loading a lot of ammunition. That's what the point of them is. So anyways, and the point of all these X's is I know that that's for close range targets, positional, where these loads are still going to shoot within a third minute of angle with my rifle. Or practice loads for when you're just, you know, doing different positional stuff, or whatever, plank rounds, foul rounds. You just cleaned out your barrel, you want to foul your barrel in again. Use those for that. You don't have to pull them all apart and do everything. You shoot enough, you should be able to use them. They're still going to shoot fairly accurate. So anyways, that being said, we just know that this one here is seated different, and it's seated too short. 7 thousandths too short. So black exit in this side. Alright, well, now what I'm going to do is go back to show you how it's going to go back. We've got powder into that one. We're going to resize this case here, and we're going to just switch this one over here. Shove a bullet in there. It's going to load it again now. It's going to, you can feel it, you know. This is all stretching in here in this press, you know. They're heavy duty, but they do stretch a little bit, and you get a little bit more in this block assembly as well with the Dillon 550. So you just have to be aware of this and how to control that in the first stages of your reloading, that you don't go into like a load development and wonder why things are changing. You need to have consistent ammunition, and this should help you with that. So anyways, prime that one. I skipped the powder stage on that one, which I'll pick up the powder here the next time. Reload that one. And come back over here and recheck. Exactly. See? That's what I'm talking about. I just put another piece of brass in the resize full-length die, and I'm right back exactly to my seat depth at 2.251. That's exactly where my load's at. And so, anyways, that load's as good as can be. So, put that on the left side here. I'm going to go out and do a little practice here in a little while. The rest of the loads that I've been kicking out are all falling within 1/2 to 1,000ths of seat depth with the stress of the stretch of this press. So, once that press is stretching the same every time, and you're resizing your brass and bump back the same every time, it stretches the same every time. So once you get all this set up, your loads are going to be perfectly consistent with the Dillon 550 here. But you just got to kind of know that in the setup on a progressive press or your single press. Your single press will do the same thing as well, and you can measure that in that stretch. You can measure that. There's ways of doing that. I'm not going to go over the single press right now, how to do that. You kind of eliminate it in the stages that you do in a single press. That's all I can say about that. So it's not as big of a concern, but it's still there. But in a progressive, that can eat your lunch on extreme accuracy hand loading. So anyways, this is Eric from Blue Mountain Precision. Look me up on YouTube and check out my videos, and check out my website at bluemountainprecision.com. Check me out there. Thank you.